Hey, what's up? I got some fresh observations about Brad here, the Bradley mower. One is I got a punctured tire today, and I didn't have to do shit with it other than just fill some air in there, and that's because I got slime in these tires. Uh, so, guys, I see a lot of complaints about these tires, these front wheels, these casters, and not just with Bradley, but with basically any zero turn that's got these things where it's kind of hard to access the valve. And these tires are just notorious for losing air. As a matter of fact, I used to just about every week I would lose like 5 psi or so, especially in this one right here. And so I see others solve that by getting the run flats from Bradley or whatever, and there's costs involved with that, and also there's what I understand it's not a direct swap. You got to pop out the bearings of the old wheels and put them in the new wheels, and all that kind of stuff. And then after all that is said and done, the next complaint is, oh my God, the ride is rough. Well, yeah, it's rough because you're running on solid core tires now. So I solved that just by putting slime in there. Just put some slime in, and I went from having to basically top off these tires every week to not having to really fuck with them at all for the last couple months. So that was great. Added bonus to that is that today I noticed that I had a punctured tire. This one right there, my usual problem tire. And normally this would require me to, at the very least, you know, um, if not unmount the tire entirely, just break the bead and get to the tube and patch the tube inside, and who knows whether that would hold. But in my case here, it was just a matter of just letting the slime do its thing, and then I just topped it off. The 5 psi that I lost, and I'm good to go. I'm out here mowing. So, yeah, guys, I would recommend that you skip skip the solid core and just go to the slime and see if that works for you. You'll probably be happier with the ride anyway. Number two is the battery. The battery here, I got this battery from Costco. The initial battery is the R. I forgot the what the number for was, but whatever it was the R, which basically means that the positive and the negative poles are reversed. And guys, I just got the regular one, not the R, because that's the only one they were selling at Costco. And honestly, it fits better because the original has, the poles are basically here, like that way, and this thing was always getting in the way of the it was always like kind of like hitting the top of the terminal here when it was right here. So honestly, it actually even fits better. So don't worry about you could either get the regular or the R. Costco's got a really great price on these batteries, so I would just recommend getting them from Costco or Walmart or whatever. And the non-Rs are the standard for these lawn and garden batteries, so they're a lot easier to get and a lot cheaper as well. Number three is leveling the deck. At this point, I did this a couple times, guys. And let me tell you, my recommendation is, well, first of all, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So you need 2 wrenches. I forgot the size of them, but I only had one of these wrenches. I ended up just buying a set from Amazon just so I have 2 on hand. And they were real cheap. They're like $4. I'll toss up a link. And it really helps with balancing this deck if you have the 2 wrenches rather than having to play around with a socket wrench and whatnot, and it just saves a lot of time. But what I do want to say is, don't be a dummy like me and loosen up all 4 chains, because the thing will come crashing down and it will disconnect from the adjustment level there, and then you're gonna basically have a hard time because you're gonna have to push this lever and kind of hold it in place. In my case, I had my wife holding it in place, and reattach one of the chains, and then have to rebalance and whatnot. I will also say something else about leveling the deck, and that is the standard advice of having that 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch forward pitch or the rake or whatever it's called. Basically the idea is that the deck is kind of like sitting like this, so that only the front of the blade, the front makes connection with your grass, and then so that the back of the blade does not touch the grass, and it gives you like a more even cut, quote unquote. So maybe that works with high lift blades, but in my case, with this deck, these gator blades, like this deck to be perfectly level. This gives the best cut. That way it's able to grab up those leaves on the back end and really remulch them. I found it just gives the best cut. I mean, as you could attest here, pretty decent cut here, and this is just one pass. So I recommend that if you run gator blades or gator type blades, try just leveling this deck perfectly level, not slanted forward by 1/8 of an inch or so, and see if you like it. All right, guys, that's it for now. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.